Today is Holocaust Memorial Day, a day seared into the minds of millions of people around the world, people who have been affected by extreme, intolerant regimes who ended up leading to the deaths of millions of people around the world. 76 years ago this day, the Russian army liberated the death camp of Auschwitz in Poland. Over 1.5 million people had already died there, and around Central and Eastern Europe, the Nazi regime had killed and murdered over 12 million people. Over 6 million Jewish people had been killed, and another 6 million of different ideas, ideologies, religions, sexual orientations, and people suffering from different disabilities had been murdered by the Nazis. We remember them today. We remember the intolerant regime that killed them, and we hope to learn from the fact that because this happened in the past, we can try to not let it happen again. The terrible thing is, it has happened, and it happened before then, and it's happening even to this day. In some parts of Africa and Darfur, in China today with the Muslim minorities, and in all other parts of the world, there are tensions rising. Intolerance, racism, xenophobia is on the rise all over the world. Intolerance ends up leading to hatred, and hatred has shown us so many times in the past, it has led to death and murder. I ask all of us this day to think about what happened in the past, to remember the people who lost their lives, and the regimes that were in charge that killed them. The Nazi government was put in power by the people. They were democratically elected, and they had complete control over the nation. People accepted what they were doing. Their old prejudices from the past rose up again, and people thought what was happening was right. I ask this day, all of us, in Trinity, and all the people watching this video, that we are not simply tolerant of others. Tolerance is simply a surface level to accept people, but still hate them, still despise them, still think that they're wrong, still think that they're disgusting. Tolerance is not enough. Jesus taught us a long time ago that we are not here to tolerate each other. We are here to love each other. We are all made, every person, in the image and likeness of God. And that means all of us are unique and special and brilliant in our own way. And that means you are called not simply to tolerate people, but to love them. To give them that compassion and care and consideration that so many millions of people around the world have not been shown in the past. The only way we can combat the intolerance and hatred of minority groups in this country and around the world is to show them compassion and love, and to stand against the people who would, if given the opportunity, do what the Nazis did during World War II. So today, on Holocaust Memorial Day, I ask all of us not simply to tolerate others, but to love them. We've been asked by the Holocaust Educational Trust that as many people in the country as possible can light a candle in remembrance of the people that died to these regimes around the world. Dating back to the Armenian genocide in the early 1900s, all the way up to the genocide still taking place in Darfur today, we think about the hundreds of millions of people who have lost their lives because of these regimes. And we hope and pray that in the future we can learn from what happened in the past so that it may never happen again. I ask you to light this candle with me now and pray just for a few moments for the people who lost their lives.